From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Right now you're taking a live look at the radar and you see not much is happening this morning. Just a few snow showers off towards our north and east up in the Palouse. But in terms of within the confines of our viewing area, it's looking pretty dry out there. Visibility is good in the Yakima Valley and the Lower Columbia Basin, also in the Blue Foothills, but it is pretty shabby up in the Kittitas Valley as visibility is down to essentially nothing, and it's almost nothing up towards Snoqualmie Pass. So many reasons to take it slow this morning on I-82 and I-90, and of course you would want to use the low beams as always if you do run into some of those heavier patches of fog. Not only is it just like run-of-the-mill fog, it could probably be some freezing fog out there, as most of our temperatures within the viewing area are below freezing for this morning, hovering right around that threshold in the Blue Foothills, well below that in the Lower Columbia Basin, and below that in the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys as well. So I personally had to break out the ice scraper for this morning. I have a feeling that a lot of you will probably have to do the same thing. Here's your hour by hour for today for the Tri-Cities. You can see we're going to be in the 30s for most of the day. Sunshine to start off the day, but clouds building a little bit later in the day. So for today, it's going to be much colder compared to yesterday. Will be seasonal, and then there are those chances for valley snow tonight. I'll tell you more about that coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Thank you, Josh. Right now on Good Morning Northwest, fire crews in Kennewick respond to a late fire at an apartment complex. We take a look at the damage and the conditions firefighters faced at the scene. And the man accused of driving the wrong way on the interstate in Pasco that ended in the death of a mother and her 2 children is officially charged. A close call on a runway in California for the Gonzaga men's basketball team, what air traffic controllers said as the team plane has a close call with another jet on the runway. And if you're looking for a fun, family-friendly way to ring in the new year, the Carousel of Dreams may have just what you are looking for. We take a look at some New Year's events happening around our region.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Monique Ledesma. Good Morning Northwest. We'll start off all right. Let's get something new this morning. Firefighters for the Kennewick Fire Department respond to an apartment fire late last night. The call for help came in just after 11:30 to the 1100 block of West 10th Avenue to the Arlo apartment complex. Fire officials say smoke could be seen coming from the roof of one of the buildings. Several units were called to the scene because of the complex size and how close the buildings are to one another. Fire crews were able to get up to the roof and put out the fire quickly. However, they remained on the scene after to monitor for any flare-ups of the hotspots. The damage estimate is not known yet. While the cause is still under investigation, fire officials say they suspect it may have been caused by fireworks. And in a follow-up, a Yakima man is in the Franklin County Jail, arrested on suspicion for 3 counts of vehicular homicide and other charges after authorities say he drove the wrong way on the interstate in Pasco last Friday night. Authorities say 37-year-old Zachary Schwartz hit another vehicle head-on while driving east in the westbound lane of Interstate I-82 between 4th Avenue and the interchange with US 395. A mother and her 2 sons, aged 6 and 1, died in the crash. Schwartz was taken to the hospital with a broken arm. He was released and taken to the Franklin County Jail over the weekend. 39-year-old Guadalupe Vergara Gonzalez and her 6-year-old son and her 22-month-old son have been identified as the people who died in that head-on crash. Her husband Rodrigo suffered serious injuries but has been released from the hospital and is expected to recover from his physical injuries. A GoFundMe page has been set up for the family to help with the funeral and medical expenses. We have a link to that on our page, where you can find it on our AppleValleyNewsNow.com. This crash has brought up a lot of questions for people. Many of you spoke out on our social media platforms asking what can be done to prevent wrong-way crashes from happening. Apple Valley News Now, Dan Hansen talks with the State Patrol and the Department of Transportation to find out what's being done right now.
According to the Washington State Patrol, they still see wrong-way drivers. They say due to the increasing population, there are more drivers on the road. WSP says in 2022, fatal crashes peaked, but have steadily declined over the past 2 years. They credit this due to a rise in troopers, education, and enforcement. Summer Deary, a spokesperson with the Washington State Department of Transportation, says wrong-way driving is something they take very seriously, like on the ramps from North 20th Avenue to I-182.
A couple months ago, the Department of Transportation made some enhancements to that particular intersection. So it has a do not enter sign. In addition to that, they added an additional wrong way sign to that signpost. And on that signpost, they added a reflective stripe.
According to Deary, drivers all over the state are going to be seeing differences in ramps, like more signage for wrong-way drivers, increased visibility, as well as height adjustments.
People sit differently in their cars, and so they're lowering a lot of the signs in the state to increase the line of sight and visibility there.
Deary says they're making these changes for the different drivers who may be new to the area and different age groups. One challenging thing to WashDOT is designing highways to factor in impaired drivers.
We partner with the Washington State Traffic Safety Commission. As part of that, they made some recommendations to explore intersections throughout the state of Washington. Wrong-way drivers was at the top of their radar for safety. And then the legislature agreed with that. So the legislature allocated $2 million to review intersections throughout the state of Washington and make some adjustments to that.
WashDOT is using the funds to make low-cost improvements throughout the state, including flashing lights near the on-ramps. Deary says there was a thought of adding spike strips on ramps for wrong-way drivers. However,
we have tested that through the state of Washington, but basically what we're coming to is it's not a foolproof system, and there's lots of false calls.
She says the technology isn't there yet. Once they get an error-proof system, WashDOT would consider it in the future. Until then, WSP says if you see a wrong-way driver, pull over and call 911. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
Hermiston's Harrison Park is closed until further notice after pieces of glass were found intentionally buried in the playground's wood mulch. Officials with the Hermiston Park and Rec say someone shattered the glass backboard at the basketball court, then buried the glass in the wood mulch on the playground. Now park crews have to remove and replace the wood fiber to make sure all of the glass is removed and safe for people to be on. The basketball hoop is being removed. If you have any information about the act of vandalism, you are asked to contact the Hermiston Parks and Recreation Department or Hermiston Police. Less than a year where brutal robbery took place, a person now burglarized a popular restaurant in Milton Freewater. This took place, authorities say, sometime in the early morning hours of December 28th. Someone broke the window of the Red Sea Garden restaurant and went inside. Authorities say the suspect took $4,500 in cash last February. The owner's wife died after a woman attacked her while trying to steal money from the restaurant. If you have any information, call the number on your screen. And the Franklin County Sheriff's Office wants to warn people about calls they have been getting from people saying scammers have been reaching out, saying they have to pay money for missing jury duty. The scammers are pretending to be officers or deputies, claim that you have a warrant, and unless you want to get arrested, you better pay up. The Sheriff's Office says court officers never call or email you and demand money for missing jury duty. They also will never threaten to arrest over the phone. Hang up on the scammer and report them immediately, authorities say. We're getting getting a look at the video of what shows a close call between a charter jet carrying the Gonzaga's men's basketball team and a Delta flight at LAX. The charter jet was taxiing on the runway and was about to cross another runway just as Delta plane was taking off. The FAA says an air traffic controller intervened and told the jet pilot to stop. The chartered plane held short of crossing the runway as the Delta plane takes off. In a statement, Gonzaga says it's grateful everyone is safe and that the team is on board that they didn't know that the jet was aware to the close call. The FAA is investigating the call. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, we have more details on the funeral plans for former President Jimmy Carter, and Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert has your first alert weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest will be right back in just a moment.
Save now with stock reduction savings with Bi-Mart's latest savings book, including Dello 15W40 diesel oil for just $12.99. New Year's store-wide savings are happening now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book.
Unwrap smoother skin this season with Curve Appeal. Imagine flawless, touchable skin with pain-free laser hair removal using our new Splendor X machine. Right now, sessions starting as low as $60. Only 6 sessions needed. Don't wait. It's the perfect treat for yourself or someone special. And for the holidays, give the gift of confidence and beauty with our Curve Appeal gift certificates. Book now and let us bring out your holiday glow with Splendor X. CurveAppealTC.com.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Do frozen screens make your heart melt? Do buffering wheels give you butterflies? Didn't think so. You should meet Ziply Fiber. It's faster, it's friendlier, it's fiber. Ziply is fiber optic internet. That means no lag and no buffering. Gotta love it. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans as low as $10 a month.
Owning a food truck was my dream, but my back and leg pain made every day a struggle. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to being the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino where the locals play.
The Kraken are ringing in the new year on home ice. Vancouver in the deep for a Northwest rematch. Kraken Canucks. Pre-game at 6:30. Thursday night on MeTV. Seattle Kraken, Vancouver Canucks. Thursday at 6:30 on MeTV. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on a tour of some of our passes this morning, starting off with Interstate 90 at Snoqualmie Pass. It is slushy. Traction tires are required. And then we'll move it on down to U.S. Highway 12 in Yakima County at White Pass. It is slushy. Traction tires just advised, not required. And then we'll slide over to our Blue Mountain passes, starting off with I-84 at Cabot Hill and Meacham, spots of ice. You do have to carry chains here. And then for Oregon 204 at Tollgate, no more chain requirements, but it still is packed snow, and you do have to carry chains. Now for lower elevations, here's your day planner for the final day of 2024. It's going to start off sunny, except for in the Kittitas Valley where we're socked in with fog. So we'll see how long it takes for some of that to burn off. But starting off this morning in the 20s and 30s, clouds starting to pick up throughout the day. We're going to be stuck in the 30s throughout the day. So it's going to be noticeably colder compared to yesterday, in which we were like 5 to 10 degrees above average. Now we're going to be right at average with 30s and 40s. Winds will be light for the most part, although they could gust out of the south upwards of 20 miles per hour for the Blues. And then for tonight, overnight lows falling down into the 20s and 30s, so all of us are going to have to protect the outdoor pets, the plants, and the plumbing. And we will have a chance for some valley snow for tonight, maybe even some freezing rain in the lower valley. So I'll time out all of that, and I'll tell you what we're thinking in terms of rainfall and snowfall accumulation. So all that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Stick around to catch his next forecast. This morning, the world life and the legacy of former President Jimmy Carter. The 39th president died this weekend at the age of 100. Nicole D'Antonio has the details on the upcoming funeral plans.
This morning, tributes continue to pour in for the late President Jimmy Carter, his life dedicated to public service before and long after his time in the White House.
He was an honest man. I think his legacy would be his honesty, his faith, and in politics, that's kind of rare today.
Mourners across the country paying their respects, from Atlanta outside the Carter Center to the United Nations.
I would ask all in the chamber now to rise and join in a minute of silence in memory of President Jimmy Carter.
And even on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. Across the country, President Biden ordering all flags to fly at half-staff for the next 30 days. An 8-day period of mourning begins tomorrow, which includes a state funeral in Georgia. President Carter's remains will lay in repose at the Carter Presidential Center, then flown to D.C. to lie in state at the U.S. Capitol, and end with a national memorial service in Washington, where President Biden will deliver his eulogy.
I, Jimmy Carter, do solemnly swear.
Jimmy Carter took the oath of office in January 1977. His critics will argue that his presidency had mixed reviews with challenges at home and abroad. But there is much more agreement that his post-White House life was remarkable, building homes for the poor even into his 90s. And through the Carter Center, bringing fair elections and an end to diseases in places around the world.
I think that planes impacted every facet of his life. I was talking to somebody this morning, and the thing about it is he always came home.
Carter's body will then be laid to rest at his home in Georgia alongside his wife of 77 years, Rosalind. Ahead on Good Morning Northwest, you can ring in the new year any way you want, but we've got a Tri-Cities event that's great for the whole family.
Swing into Fred's Appliance for our New Year, New Kitchen Super Sale and discover unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in our region.
Make cleanup a breeze with a brand new model Bosch dishwasher, limited to stock on hand, only $449. Save over 40%.
Quiet operation, advanced water efficiency, and a variety of cycle options.
Fred's, it's appliances, only appliances.
At Fred's, we sell appliances, only appliances.
Apple Valley News Now and Schweitzer present the Stay and Ski Giveaway, where you could win 2 nights and 4 lift tickets to Schweitzer. Enter on the contest page at applevalleynewsnow.com. The Stay and Ski Giveaway from Schweitzer and Apple Valley News Now.
When it comes to what's best in a mattress,
big ol' springs,
memory foam,
springs,
foam. Denver Mattress says, why not both? Introducing the Doctor's Choice Hybrid with the cooling full body comfort of gel memory foam and individually wrapped coils featuring Boss technology. All packed in this easy to manage box. Choose from the luxury firm, Plush, and Eurotop. And rest easy knowing it's backed by our 365-night better sleep guarantee. The Doctor's Choice Hybrid, exclusively at Denver Mattress.
come up here, it's worlds away because we're Idaho's crown jewel.
The majesty of Priest Lake.
People love coming to Priest Lake in the wintertime.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Once a year, celebrities gather at Hollywood's most prestigious event.
Not what you were expecting?
This is Celebrity Jeopardy!
What?
You made that up.
This January, stars compete to win $1 million for charity.
It's a date. I'm here to dominate.
Who will be the next Celebrity Jeopardy champion? Are you feeling confident?
Ready. I'm here.
Celebrity Jeopardy season premiere Wednesday, January 8th on ABC and stream on Hulu.
From us to you, Happy New Year.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today's going to be a mostly dry day. Can't rule out a few light snow showers after lunchtime up in the Cascades, but that would be about it. Then for tonight, snow will start to pick up during the early to mid-evening for I-90, while snow will likely hold off until the late evening to overnight hours for I-84. For lower elevations, precip chances will creep into the picture this evening. It'll likely be in the form of snow for the Kittitas and upper Yakima valleys, and freezing rain will be a possibility in the lower Yakima Valley. And then for tomorrow, snow will start to taper off for the mountains into the afternoon. Lower elevations will be mostly dry, although a shower or two can't be ruled out. In fact, it would still be in the form of flurries for most of the day in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, and freezing rain for part of the day in the lower Yakima Valley. Again, those are low-end chances overall. And then for tomorrow night, leftover showers are possible across the map, but it'll end up being a mostly dry night. Once again, we can't rule out some flurries for the Kittitas and upper Yakima valleys, and brief periods of freezing rain for the lower Yakima Valley. Even the Blue Foothills could see a brief stretch of freezing rain during the overnight hours. So here are some of the snowfall totals we're thinking from this morning all the way through late on Wednesday night. 2 to 3 inches for Blewett Pass and Snoqualmie Pass, 4 to 6 inches for that stretch of U.S. Highway 12 in Yakima County, 2 to 3 inches of snow for Sadis Pass, maybe up to an inch for Ellensburg and Yakima, 3 to 4 inches for Cabbage Hill and the Battle Mountain Summit, 4 to 6 inches for that stretch of Oregon 204 at Tollgate. In terms of liquid water for the next 48 hours, less than 1/10 of an inch for the Valleys, Basin, and Foothills, 1/10 to 1/4 for the Blues, 1/4 to 1/2 for the Cascades. Then we'll have additional rainfall and snowfall for Thursday, but snow levels are going to skyrocket up to 6,000 feet throughout the day. So that is essentially going to put an end to Yakima Valley and Blue Foothill and Cabbage Hill snow chances, maybe still up to an inch in the Kittitas Valley, a couple inches for Snoqualmie Pass. And in terms of liquid water, 1/10 to 1/4 for the Valleys, Basin, and Foothills, 1/4 to 1/2 for the Blues, 1/2 to 3/4 up in the Cascades. Then we have another storm system into Friday and Saturday. Snow levels consistently higher with this one, 3,500 to 6,000 feet, maybe a couple inches of snow for Cabbage Hill. Not much doing for the rest of the area, except for some of those higher passes up in the Cascades. This is going to be a very wet storm system, 1 inch to 1.5 inches of water up in the Cascades. Then there's another storm system we're tracking for Sunday and Monday. It's too early to say anything definitive about that, and high temperatures staying mostly seasonal over the next 7 days. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Rain likely on Thursday, much wetter Friday, then small shower chances this weekend. In Yakima, no more snow in the forecast for Thursday and beyond, but a cold rain is likely for Thursday and Friday. In Ellensburg, another wintry mix is possible Thursday morning, just a cold rain for Friday, then small rain chances this weekend. In Hermiston, wet weather likely Thursday, much more likely Friday, then partially drying out this weekend. Then for Walla Walla, rain likely for Thursday, and that trend will continue right through the first weekend of 2025.
Well, thank you, Josh. First Night Tri-Cities is a New Year Eve event fit for the whole family. It's being held at the Giza Carousel of Dreams. The event goes on until 9 p.m. and there will be carousel rides, bounce houses, interactive activities, and performances. But if you plan on setting off fireworks on your own, remember the laws behind them, and remember to always consider your safety and for those around you first. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Northwest right after this. Here's a live look at Kennewick thanks to our Yakima Federal Apple Valley News Now studio camera.
It's the New Year's Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, or score 60 months, no interest. Say goodbye to tired old designs. And hello to killer new looks at great prices. The New Year's Super Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, West Richland, Hermiston, Road 68 in Pasco, and at the new location on West Court Street in Pasco. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. at all 6 locations. Get the lowest prices on the largest selection of vape mods, classic to tropical vape flavors, batteries, cigars, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. Don't waste time in other places. Go to Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,850 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
At Mattress Depot USA, we believe everyone is entitled to a good night's sleep regardless of their credit situation. That's why we're approving everyone for up to $1,200 towards the purchase of a new mattress with no credit needed. You spend a third of your life in bed, and a comfortable mattress is essential for providing quality of life. $3,000 credit, 100 days same as cash with no credit needed. Only at Mattress Depot USA.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Knowing these laws sets my truck wreck team apart. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the Big Truck Heavy Hitter. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Hit by a big truck? Our team knows truck wrecks and how to win for you. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the Big Truck Heavy Hitter.
The Heavy Hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
It's the New Year Super Sale at Denver Mattress, where the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit Firm for only $299.99, or score 60 months no interest and free shipping. Happy New Year from Denver Mattress.
The majesty of Priest Lake. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News now at 6 tonight.
We've got a couple of entertainment headlines. Quick to tell you about actress Gal Gadot shares she survived a massive blood clot in her brain during her most recent pregnancy.
The Wonder Woman star says she got the diagnosis in February when she was 8 months pregnant. Gadot says she was diagnosed with a blood clot after enduring headaches for weeks and finally getting an MRI.
Her fourth daughter, Ori, was born in March.
Also, it's officially over for Brad Pitt and Angelina. Well, Brangelina, but they are divorced after an 8-year legal battle.
They were together more than 8 years and became parents of 6 children before they married in 2014. Jolie filed for divorce in 2016.
The French winery the couple once co-owned has since become the center of an ongoing legal feud. It stems from Jolie's 2021 sale of her stake in the winery that Pitt claims was unlawful. That case, unlike, is ongoing.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest at 5:30, one of the new laws in Washington for 2025 is raising minimum wage. Plus, negotiations continue at the Hanford lockout. All the two sides continue to talk. We'll be right back with their next half hour right after this.
It's our annual year-end inventory closeout sale at Mattress Depot USA.
This is your best opportunity of the year to save hundreds.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Dear 2031, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota.
Get 4.99% APR for up to 60 months on many of your favorite Toyota certified used models. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Welcome
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford Crew. Final days.
Big inventory, big deals, and a final day's finish. Ford SUVs. The Built Wild Bronco family. Goat modes. Goes over any type of terrain.
She knows.
F-Series. Best-selling truck for 47 years.
Final days. Exciting.
Your choice. Lease a Bronco Sport or F-150 SDX for just $399 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they? Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. US Cellular.
Vance Heating and Air Conditioning has been keeping Yakima Valley homes safe and comfortable since 1986. We promise friendly customer service, highly trained technicians. You'll be happy. Save $50 on any heating repair. We service all makes and models. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
Don't wait. Get Black Friday prices all month long now at Mattress Depot USA. Plus, get 0% financing for 5 years or pay just $39 down and get 100 days same as cash.
Mattress Depot USA.
Seattle Kraken, Vancouver Canucks, Thursday at 6:30 on Mead TV. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Monique Ledesma.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right.
Well, we have the 3-degree guarantee contest to talk about, so we'll go ahead and get into that. I got to scurry over the Weather Center real quick so I can pull up that graphic. But let's go ahead and take graphics full screen, because first we'll talk about the radar just for a second. You can see some light snow showers up in the Palouse for this morning, but that is about it. It is pretty dry in our area. Okay, I was just stalling because I wanted to talk about this. The 3-degree guarantee contest. Yesterday I went with the forecast high, 47 degrees. The actual high did fall within that 3-degree threshold, so that means that the jackpot went up to $175. Okay, so for today, here are the stakes. I'm going with a forecast high of 40 degrees. For Pasco. So if the actual high falls within 37 to 43 degrees, that means that the jackpot's going to go up to $200. Now, if my forecast goes bust, and sometimes it does, that means that you could win the jackpot. To find out how to do that, go to applevalleynewsnow.com, click on the contest page, and you can scan the QR code that is on your screen. Now let's do another pivot on to visibility for this morning, as it is not looking too hot in the Kittitas Valley or up in the Cascades. So a very good reason to take it slow on I-82 and Interstate 90. If you run into one of those thicker patches of fog, of course, use the low beams, but elsewhere, visibility looking not too bad. Okay, on to temperatures now, as we are in the 20s and 30s, so pretty much all of us need to break out the ice scraper for this morning. I certainly did this morning in Kennewick, so I have a feeling a lot of you will probably have that shared experience. But all of us need to bundle up as you're headed out the front door. Here's your coat cast for today for the Tri-Cities. I'm going with a heavy jacket, not just for this morning, but really all throughout the day. And then for tonight, reintroducing the raincoat, as we'll reintroduce some very small shower chances, but those are going to go up as we head into tomorrow. So for today, remember yesterday we were about 5 to 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. Now we're going to be average for the last day of the year. So that means we'll struggle to make it out of the mid-30s in the valleys. We'll struggle to make it out of the upper 30s in the basin and foothills. And I'll take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. Also, I'll show you what our snowpack values are looking like up in the mountains. That looms very large. So that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
All right, well, thank you, Josh, for that. I completely spaced on your 3-degree, but I know what won't space is your hot streak with this. Over in Oregon, you can expect to see this new law kick off at the start of the new year. Using drugs on public transits will be considered a misdemeanor crime of interfering with public transportation. While the measure worked its way through the legislature, multiple transportation officials say drug use on buses and trains and at transit stops and stations was making passengers and drivers feel less safe. And the Hanford Guard Union and Hanford Mission Integration Solutions are back at the negotiation table. According to both parties, the side continued to talk throughout the day yesterday, its first time since HMIS sent over the best and final offer. A federal mediator was on hand at the negotiating table. One union member tells Apple Valley News Now nothing was settled in yesterday's talk, but both sides will meet again Tuesday this morning. Although the new year is just days away, workers can expect more than Workers can expect to see in 20 states a pay increase in minimum wage. This is due to a law passing to increase the minimum wage in some states. One of those 20 states is Washington. The pay will go up to $16.66 per hour, which is up 2.35% from 2024. Washingtonians can see this minimum wage increase starting January 1st. This year isn't the only thing getting ready to wrap up, so is this year's first of its kind Painting Pasco reimbursement. The 2 of the 3 businesses building owners are now celebrating their fresh new looks. The city of Pasco says this program is a way to highlight and promote cultural expansion while supporting local artists. Carl Holder, a building owner in the area, says he knew his building was a perfect canvas. Holder says this program helps revitalize the downtown area.
This mural is really a first step in cleaning up a fairly ugly part of town. So really it is the entrance to the nice of the farmers market, but is an eyesore. And because we bring some art, we'll bring some people, and the owners will have pride in the alley, and we'll be able to keep it clean.
Holder says the inspiration came to his mural after recognizing that Pasco has a lot of trains and a lot of those trains being tagged. So he took his own spin on it with a local retired train tagger professional. And Yakima Valley Library's 30-day drawing challenge begins January 2nd. The challenge is spearheaded by the local artist Rosalind McWaters, who provides the daily prompts. Officials say just spending 20 minutes per day for a month will have a great impact on your art. There will be a challenge kickoff event at West Valley Library on Thursday from 6 to 7 p.m. Their organizers will go over the challenge's few rules and hand out the daily drawing prompts. You do not have to attend to participate in the challenge. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, Happy New Year's Eve. We've got a sneak peek on what you can expect to see tonight on the New Year's Rockin' Eve right here on ABC. And Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert is back with your full Firstcast Alert weather forecast. We'll be right back, but here is a live look at Kennewick, courtesy of Yakima Federal.
From us to you, Happy New Year.
It's not hard to be a mom, it's hard to be a good mom. It's easy to be a bad mom. That's so easy. But to be a good mom is hard. To be a bad mom, that's as easy as being a great dad. That's...
Nikki Glazer, Alive and Unwell Tour. Legends Casino Hotel, Friday, February 14th. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster and Legends Gift Shop. She's alive and unwell. Don't miss Nikki Glazer.
Thank you, good night.
The Season of New Traditions sales event is going on now at Overturf Kia. Save big on select new Kia vehicles. 2024 Kia Telluride EX with all-wheel drive starts at $44,699. Plus, Get 5.49% interest for 72 months. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Save now with 3 big weeks of savings in Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Members-only pricing has Dello 15W40 diesel oil for $12.99. Get $2 off Audubon Park's 20-pound Songbird food. Old Trapper beef jerky is $11.99. Winter stock reduction pricing means up to 50% off all clearance athletic shoes and select clearance Dickies and Key Work shirts. Not a member? Get your $5 lifetime membership today. Save more with New Year's savings only at Bi-Mart.
The holidays. So happy together. And holiday trips. And holiday toys. And holiday bonding. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
Find your red tag and use your red tag bonus cash to get $5,750 total cash allowance on this Silverado.
See your community Chevy dealers.
Do you feel moody or down during winter? You could suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Find ways to keep your attitude healthy this time of year at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Seasonal Depression Awareness Month, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
It's Operation Best Friend every Wednesday morning as we feature lovable pets from area shelters, all wanting forever homes. Operation Best Friend from Apple Valley News Now, as you wish real estate services and cross-country mortgage.
That's what you said.
Do you know what's going on in your backyard?
The can out in front, they score! That's back in hockey, baby.
I'm David Muir. Thank you so much for making Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest and ABC's Good Morning America the most watched morning news on local TV.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on a zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We're going to start off in Kittitas County, where we're probably not going to make it out of the 30s for today. In fact, Cle Elum, Snoqualmie Pass going to have a hard time making it above freezing. Then in the Yakima Valley, temperatures are going to be stuck in the mid-30s, partly cloudy skies, light winds overall. Then in the lower Columbia Basin, a better chance of reaching 40, and I mean like right at 40 degrees for Tri-Cities. In Hermiston, not nearly as much sunshine as yesterday, although the day will start off with plenty of sunshine. The clouds are going to be building in throughout the day. And then for the Blue Foothills, a much better chance of reaching 40 degrees, 42 for Pendleton, 40 for Milton Freewater, partly cloudy skies here as well, and light winds for the foothills, but up in the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains, winds could start to gust out of the south and east upwards of 20 miles per hour into this afternoon. Now let's talk about the big picture. I love to do this with rainfall deficits and surpluses for the season, but now I'm going to do it with the snowpack that we have for all of our biggest basins. So where you see green, and it's for this entire graphic, that's where we have surpluses. So we're running good snowfall surpluses in the upper Yakima Basin and in the Natchez Basin, especially in the Umatilla Basin and in the Walla Walla Basin as well. So we have rainfall surpluses across the map. We have snowfall surpluses across the map. That's a very good position to be in as we're heading into 2025. And I'll tell you how much additional rainfall and snowfall we're expecting. And that's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Well, thank you, Josh. It's the last day of 2024, but the year's not over until the ball drops tonight right here on ABC. Tune in to Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest. ABC's Chuck Severston has a preview of what to expect.
Get ready to rock into 2025. Leading the countdown to the new year from New York City's Times Square, Ryan Seacrest. He'll host tonight's New Year's Rockin' Eve celebration for his 20th time.
I'm excited to see how the show has grown. When I started with Dick Clark, we did a big show. We do a massive, almost international show now. So that's exciting.
And exciting news for those who enjoyed last year's dynamic duo. Singer-songwriter Rita Ora is back for her second year as co-host.
I think last year I was so overwhelmed with excitement and wanting to do a great job that I didn't actually take it all in. So I think this time I'm going to really kind of just breathe and take in the atmosphere because it's insane.
Adding to that insane atmosphere, Rita will be hitting the stage for a live performance.
And Rita is in great musical company. This year's show will also feature live performances of over 60 songs from popular artists including Carrie Underwood, Lenny Kravitz, Blake Shelton, the Jonas Brothers, and
TLC, Crazy Sexy Cool, that album.
The night will bring viewers everywhere with live streams from London to Puerto Rico to Las Vegas. And as the clock strikes midnight, everyone will ring in the new year with the traditional ball drop. Ryan and Rita sharing their goals for 2025.
Just to be more grateful and just do things that make you happy, you know.
It's like slowing down a little bit. I always find I'm always rushing to everything. I'm rushing through things, even meals. I'm like, we gotta go. Like, let's hurry. I just want to like slow down, chew my food and swallow it.
Nice.
And experience it.
Rockin' resolutions for the year ahead. Chuck Severson, ABC News, New York.
It all starts tonight right here on ABC. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, we've got your morning sprint, and Josh is back with your full first alert forecast. We'll be right back.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Come tour the brand new Prosser Memorial Health Hospital. We're hosting open houses on Saturday, January 11th and 18th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Explore state-of-the-art operating rooms, private patient rooms, and our welcoming cafeteria. Don't forget to visit the Foundation gift shop. Tours will be available in English and Spanish. Join us at the new Prosser Memorial Health Hospital. See the future of healthcare right here in your community. For more information, visit prosserhealth.org. This is how we grow.
Do you know what's going on in your backyard?
McCann out in front. They score! That's back in hockey, baby.
I'm David Muir. I know you are. Thank you so much for making Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest and ABC's Good Morning America the most watched morning news on local TV.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with the Ford crew. Final days.
Big inventory, big deals, and a final day's finish. Ford SUVs. The built wild Bronco family. Goat mode goes over any type of terrain.
She knows.
F-Series, best-selling truck for 47 years.
Final days. Exciting.
Your choice. Lease a Bronco Sport or F-150 SDX for just $399 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
We can't help what you do before you go to bed, but we can make sure the sleep is solid once you finally get there. And during the New Year's Super Sale at Denver Mattress, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Take up to $500 off select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and score a $300 gift. Or get 60 months no interest financing and free shipping. Here's to 365 nights of better sleep. Happy New Year from Denver Mattress.
Did you know that maintaining your oral hygiene not only ensures your teeth and gums are in good health, but also ensures that you are free from disease-causing bacteria?
These same bacteria are found in blood clots of people who have recently suffered heart attacks. Biomarkers from these oral bacteria can be found in up to 50% of the clots taken from these victims. Now more than ever, oral health is directly related to your overall health.
Trust the team of experts at Avanta Dental. Our friendly team is ready to help you have a brighter, healthier future.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
The majesty of Priest Lake. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and step you through the forecast. Now for today, it's going to be mostly dry. Can't rule out some light snow showers for the Cascades after lunchtime. But all right, this graphic is a lot more colorful for tonight. Snow will start to pick up during the early to mid-evening for I-90, while snow will likely hold off until the late evening to overnight hours for I-84. For lower elevations, precip chances will creep into the picture this evening. It'll likely be in the form of snow for the Kittitas and upper Yakima valleys, and freezing rain will be a possibility in the lower Yakima Valley. Then for tomorrow, snow will start to taper off for the mountains into the afternoon. Lower elevations will be mostly dry, although a shower or two can't be ruled out. In fact, it would still be in the form of flurries for most of the day in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys and freezing rain for part of the day in the lower Yakima Valley. Again, those chances are low-end chances at best. And then for tomorrow night, leftover showers are possible across the map, but it'll end up being a mostly dry night. Once again, we can't rule out some flurries for the Kittitas and upper Yakima valleys and brief periods of freezing rain for the lower Yakima Valley. Even the Blue Foothills could see a brief stretch of freezing rain during the overnight hours. So now let's talk about some of the snowfall totals we're expecting from this morning, but in particular into tomorrow and deep into tomorrow night. 2 to 3 inches for Blewett Pass and Snoqualmie Pass, 4 to 6 inches for White Pass, a few inches for Salish Pass. Look at this, maybe even an inch for Ellensburg and Yakima. 3 to 4 inches for the Battle Mountain Summit and Cabbage Hill, 4 to 6 inches for Oregon 204 at Tollgate. In terms of the liquid water from this storm system, less than 1/10 of an inch for the Valleys, Basin, and Foothills, 1/10 to 1/4 for the Blues, 1/4 to 1/2 for the Cascades. Then into Thursday, snow levels starting off real low, around 1,500 feet, but skyrocketing up to around 6,000 feet. So that is essentially going to put an end to snow chances for the Yakima Valley, the Blue Foothills, and Cabbage Hill. Maybe a couple more inches for Snoqualmie Pass, maybe an additional inch for the Kittitas Valley. And then water totals into Thursday, 1/10 to 1/4 for the Valleys, Basin, and Foothills, 1/4 to 1/2 for the Blues, 1/2 to 3/4 for the Cascades. Then into Friday and Saturday, snow levels consistently higher with this one, so we're not going to have that much snow for Snoqualmie Pass. Lower elevation snow is essentially going to be a 0 chance, and then maybe a couple inches of additional snow for Cabbage Hill. It's going to be another very wet storm system, specifically for the Cascades, 1 inch to 1.5 inches of water. Then we have another storm system into Sunday and Monday. It's too early to say anything definitive about that one, and high temperatures staying mostly seasonal over the next 7 days. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Rain likely on Thursday, much wetter Friday, then small shower chances this weekend. In Yakima, no more snow in the forecast for Thursday and beyond, but a cold rain is likely for Thursday and Friday. For Ellensburg, another wintry mix is possible Thursday morning, just a cold rain for Friday, then small rain chances this weekend. In Hermiston, wet weather likely Thursday, much more likely Friday, then partially drying out this weekend. Then for Walla Walla, rain likely for Thursday, and that trend will continue right through the first weekend of 2025. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, professional athletes on alert.
I feel like my privacy has been violated in more ways than one.
The FBI warning professional sports leagues that highly organized thieves are targeting athletes. It comes after Dallas Maverick Luka Doncic was the latest star to have his home burglarized. Several stars have been victimized since September. Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce had his home broken into, more than $20,000 in cash stolen, and his teammate and quarterback Patrick Mahomes was also targeted.
It's frustrating. It's disappointing. I can't get into too many of the details because the investigation is still ongoing.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on this FBI warning and how athletes are responding. With your GMA First Look, I'm Trevor Ault, ABC News, New York.
Dupixent helps people with asthma breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. So this is better. That too. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It works with your asthma medicine to help improve lung function. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems and doesn't replace a rescue inhaler. It's proven to help prevent asthma attacks. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of signs of inflamed blood vessels, like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop steroid, asthma, or other treatments without talking to your doctor. When you can get more out of your lungs, you can do more with less asthma. And isn't that better? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma. And now approved as an add-on treatment for adults with COPD that is not well controlled and with a specific marker of inflammation.
Now, the morning sprint.
In your national headlines this morning, what's left of Donald Trump's classified document case is being handed off to the U.S. Attorney Office in Southern Florida. Special counsel Jack Smith is dropping the charges against Trump since he won the presidency in November. However, 2 other defendants in the case are still facing obstruction charges. Trump says he will fire Smith once he retakes the White House, but Smith says he'll step down as special counsel before that happens. In your health headlines this morning, norovirus cases are on the rise. The CDC says 91 outbreaks were reported nationwide during the week of December 5th. But the numbers don't tell the whole story because only 15 states are part of that national outbreak reporting system. Now to go to our top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Governor Jay Inslee ordered all Washington state flags to fly at half-staff to honor former President Jimmy Carter, who died Sunday. Flags are to remain lowered until the close of business or sunset Tuesday, January 28th. Oregon Governor Tina also is ordering the half-staff as well. Fire officials are investigating after an apartment fire in Kennewick last night. Firefighters responded to the 1100 block of West 10th Avenue at the Arlo Apartments to see smoke coming from the roof of one of the units. And Hermiston Harrison Park is closed until further notice after pieces of glass were found intentionally buried in the playground's wood mulch. Officials with the Hermiston Park and Rec say someone shattered the glass backboard of the basketball court. This is still under investigation, and if you have any information, they're asking that you call the Hermiston Police. And on December 28th, authorities say someone broke into the Red Tea Garden restaurant in Milton Freewater and took off with over $4,000 in cash. Last February, the owner's wife died after a woman attacked her while trying to steal money from the restaurant. If you have any information in regarding this last burglary, they're asking that you call the number you see on your screen. The First Night Tri-Cities is a Tri-Cities New Year's Eve festival event. The event starts at 4 in the afternoon and will go until 9 p.m. There's carousel rides, bounce houses, interactive activities, and you can buy your tickets at the door.
All right, just wanted to take a quick look at the weather real quick. Just the snowfall accumulations we're expecting over the next 48 hours, probably less than an inch for Ellensburg and Yakima.
All right, thank you, Josh, and thank you all so much for joining us. That's your news for Good Morning Northwest here.
Good Morning America is up next. Have a great day.